Grand Rising. So we got the moon in Aries. And of course, we just still got from this period of the new moon. So with the moon in Aries, this is impulsive natures, initiating new ways on how to feel and see and pierce through reality. So of course, when a fire element is here, this is taking on a new responsibility personality. You know what I'm saying? So it's your responsibility to switch things up. It's your responsibility to come with a new plan. It's your responsibility to have a desire and strive to go after what motivates you, what gets you out of bed, whether it's the gym, whether it's going to exercise, work out, work on your craft, work on your goals. This is the time to basically express that. This is the time to get up off your ass, especially if you're trying to get to that March 28th full moon opportunity, aka a dream come true. This is the time for you to start taking the initiative role into your perspective. Now, what I'm saying? So, of course, feel me? So, when we got this spectrum here, you need to take your personality, you need to express this. You know what I'm saying? You need to get right with yourself. You need to be a little bit more selfish. You know what I'm saying? Try not to go to the extreme of just jumping into things, but actually, have a spectrum, of course. You had this experience before, you know what's the outcome, you know how it played out. So, of course, you will have a whole lot of wisdom and knowledge as far as how you're going to come up with a different personality or stand or spectrum to go about your way. And of course, it's Sunday too. So of course, this is the day to be selfish. Now I'm saying, so this is the day of the exaltation. So you may go to the extremes, and we got Mars and Gemini too. So you may go to the extremes when it comes to thinking and communication, interactions. Now I'm saying, or dealing with your familiar faces, familiar places, and environment, spectrums, and things of that nature. Now I'm saying, you may go to the extremes when expressing these things. Now I'm saying, try to put yourself on the back burner. Now I'm saying. The new moon still need more time to basically grasp towards these new ideas and new concepts and new actions. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that's creating this shit together on a spectrum. So of course, what are you creating? Are you creating good seeds or bad seeds? It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be in your court. The ball's on your court right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to play your part and you don't know how to play your role, then of course something's gonna be highly wrong here. So of course, let's get into this real fast. Yeah, when we dealing with your with this moon in Aries, we're gonna run through your houses. So wherever you got your first house at, this is basically where you need to take personalities, personal affairs, and personal perspectives and working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So of course, when you got this in your first house, you need to focus more on developing a new personality, a new trait, and a new way to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? So looking at it on this perspective, try not to put yourself into too many conflicts where this can cause disruptions, anger, and issues of that things. You don't want things of that nature to basically display itself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing things in a positive way and having an equilibrium. Then when you got this in your second house, you're going to be coming up with new ways dealing with personal values or how you can present your values in a new way or expressing your values. You know what I'm saying? Try not to put yourself in a circumstance situation of being on the opposite because you may overindulge. You may go to the extremes. You may act impulsively when you're dealing with your values and personal affairs. So try not to go to the extremes of these things because these things can put you on the back burner. You don't want that to happen to you. Feel me? So when you got this in your third house, you're going to be reacting, responding to your surroundings. A new personality when it comes to expressing your surroundings. A new way to express yourself. A new way to get inclined with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try not to put yourself in the circumstance situation of being all over the motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to put yourself in a perspective where you can look at the bigger picture, grasp that picture, and go for that. Not to be all here, there for the next spectrum, here, there for the next spectrum. Put yourself in a circumstance situation where you're there right now and you don't have to worry about too much of deities and things that may blindside you or block you. Try to focus on one thing at a time. When you got this in your fourth house, you're going to be coming up with personal issues, private issues with your family and your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Try to find a responsibility for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try to take more responsibilities when it comes to your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And of course, formulating structure. And of course, working on yourself. Now, first house don't really do good here because it falls here. So it may be issues dealing with your conflicts in your house, conflicts with your parents and things of that nature, depending on how these things play out. But if you know how to ring around the rosy and get yourself out of these circumstances and situations, you won't have to allow these things to come into your life or harm you or put you in a grass back. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to actually be a grasshopper and move around and fly that green spectrum. You won't be flying no red spectrum. Where red's too much hot, too much heat. You don't need that shit to be boiled up into your perspective. Boom. And when you get to see your fifth house, you need to basically express your personal core more. You know what I'm saying? But of course, try not to be too egotistical when expressing new ways, dealing with your personality and personal affairs, and of course, your hobbies. Try to find a way where you can basically have equilibrium, humankind. You know what I'm saying? Be like a humanitarian. Find ways where everybody can basically be on stage with you, and of course, everybody coming up with their own perspectives and their own moves on things. When you got this in your sixth house, you're going to be coming up with new personal routines, new personal daily perspectives and things. You may have misunderstandings, but of course, this play out into a circumstance situation where you can find equilibrium. Whereas, too, you can look at a bigger perspective, looking at a bigger dream, and not just looking too much at the details and getting lost into reality. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a better solution. Seventh house. Try not to put yourself in. You're going to be basically coming up with new ways on how to relate. You know what I'm saying? New personality with your relationships, partnerships, or basically who you in tune with as far as business wise, business goal wise. Have balance, you know what I'm saying? Try not to put yourself into a circumstance situation where you may get into a heated argument or conflict with someone. Have a spectrum where everybody can just be calm, cool, and collective. Everybody don't need to get hurt, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be alright. Eighth house. When you got this in your eighth house, you're going to be basically reacting, responding to new ways on how to deal with your feelings and emotions and desires. Try to look at a rainbow. Try not to put yourself in a dark space. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to create this, and you're going to create this all day long where it can basically put you in the box of horror films. And you don't want to put yourself in a horror film. You want to put yourself in a perfect PG-13 movie. You don't want to be in a movie where rated R and too much blood and all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to just be calm, cool, and collective. So plant good seeds and everything will be right with your 8th house. 9th house, you know what I'm saying? This is basically coming up with a new personality when dealing with your affairs, your principles, your morals, your religious beliefs, and your morals and your principles, you know what I'm saying? You need to be more stable. Try to look at the details. Try not to be all over the place, and everything will be right. 10th house, this is new status, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you may go to the extremes. So if people, places, and things don't follow up on your pursuits, you may feel the need to basically boss them around, get crazy with them. Try to have a big heart for them. Everybody may not get it the first time, but of course they're going to get it some way or the other. 11th house. This is basically a new ways on how to associate yourself with your associations and associates. Try not to put yourself in a circumstance situation of being too much of a motherfucking footstool. Put yourself out there where you can have a way to express yourself, relate yourself, and get more in tune with expressing your ways of looking at things and having your own uniqueness and originality. You know what I'm saying? Have more faith in yourself. Stop giving your faith to others. Last but not least, Pisces. This is new dreams or new illusions. Try not to put yourself in a circumstance situation of overlooking the small things. Devil is in the details, and the small details matters too. So don't let this be overlooked, but let it be a tool that you can use to get from point A to point B. Now, for your for the Zodiac signs. See, when you got Aries, this is basically being an example on how to express and push out your actions. Now, if you got a moon in Aries, this is receiving other people and other examples on what to do when it comes to expressing your actions and your personality. Taurus Sons, this is seeing the other side of balance, seeing the other side of practicality, and seeing the other side of being stable. Moon and Tauruses, you're going to be attracting other people that's showing you examples of seeing the other side of this. Gemini, Sons, you have the opportunities to express mental communications, and of course, you have the opportunities to get deep into details, looking at other people, seeing their weaknesses and things of that nature. And of course, you have the opportunities to be more aggressive and be more passionate. Of course, Mars is in Gemini, so this is a big spectrum. Moon and Gemini, you're gonna be receiving opportunities from others that can basically bring this in your life, whether this is good or bad. You are creating this shit. You are the Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ ain't coming to save the world. Cancers, this is misunderstandings with your feelings and emotions. So expressing these, you're going to be expressing misunderstandings when it comes to your feelings and emotions. Moon and Cancers, other people is going to be expressing this right back at you, which you'll be picking these energies up. And Cancer don't do good with Moon and Aries. So yeah, it's going to be some traumatic issues going on, maybe some drama. Try not to put yourself in that circumstance, situation, and everything will be alright. Motherfucker, when you got motherfucking Leo here, you got a gift to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you have the gift to express yourself. So you're going to come with a gift. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a good gift to express yourself, feel me? As long as you're expressing yourself in good ways, everything will be alright. But of course, it may not seem like how it seems. But of course, this is the new moon, so it takes time for these things to grow. But if you keep planting those seeds in the right spectrum and planting the right seeds, everything will be alright. Moon and Aries. Moon and motherfucking Leo. You're going to be receiving other people is going to be coming at you, displaying gifts in your way, expressing gifts in your way. Virgos. This is misunderstandings when it comes to expressing how to be a service to people. You know what I'm saying? You may be expressing misunderstandings when it comes to this. Moon and Virgos, you're going to be receiving this from other people, expressing misunderstandings when it comes to expressing their personal daily routines and affairs with you. Libras, this is dealing with conflict when it comes to expressing ways on how to relate and communicate. Moon and Libras, you're gonna be receiving other people that's coming with conflict when it comes to expressing ways on how to relate and communicate. Motherfucking Scorpios, this is misunderstandings when it comes to expressing your desires, expressing your deep hidden emotions. And the Moon and Scorpios, you're gonna be attracting this your way. Sagittarius, you're gonna have the gift to express your wisdom, your knowledge, your faith. Moon and Sagittarius, you're gonna be attracting other people that's doing this. And Capricorns, you're gonna be learning how to express ways on how to deal with your status, your ambitions, and your goals. And this is exalted here, so try not to self-doubt yourself, and everything will be alright. Now, Moon and Aries, Moon and Capricorns, you're going to be attracting other people that's going to be expressing themselves in ways on how to deal with being ambitious and being goal-oriented. Aquarius, you're going to have opportunities to express your uniqueness, your originality, your abilities, in the way you associate with your communications. Moon and Aquarius, you're going to be attracting other people that's expressing these opportunities in your space and location. Pisces Sons, you're going to be seeing the other side of expressing your dreams, your illusions, your fantasies. Moon and Pisces, you're going to be attracting other people that's expressing the other side of dreams, personalities, and illusions, and fantasies, and things of that nature. So, of course, with this Moon and Aries, you need to be taking your emotions and your actions and formulating and planting seeds on where they need to be. So, of course, if you got a sun sign and that's in the first house, this is your karma that you need to be paying attention to. This is in your moon. This is your emotional karma that you need to be paying attention to. So that's how it's play out.